let's use the shape builder to draw a few more things. So we drew the breakfast plate in one of our exercises, and now maybe let's use the shape builder to draw some silverware. All right, so I've got a blank page, and I can use the shape builder tool to help me along. But before I use the shape builder, I need to sculpt the objects that I'm going to create to turn into my silverware. So if I go to my shape tools, let's start with a spoon. And just remember, there is no spoon. Matrix reference. All right, I'm going to draw an oval. I'm going to draw it this way, up here at the top. And this oval is vertical, like the head of a spoon. I'm going to go ahead and color it gray. So I'm going to turn the stroke color off, and I'm going to pick a gray color for the fill of that spoon. There we go. Now I need to draw the handle of the spoon, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to my shape tool, pick the rectangle, and I'm going to draw it over here to the side, kind of next to the spoon. I drew it next to the spoon because I want to adjust it a little bit so that I can taper the neck of the spoon and make it have a little bit of a shape. So what I'm going to do to modify this shape is, first, I'm going to go ahead and use my direct selection tool, and I'm going to click the top anchor point. Let me zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to move that anchor point over a little bit. I'm going to narrow it. I'm going to do that on the other side too. I'm going to drag this point and drag it over a little bit. Notice if I'm like this, I can move it kind of wherever I want with my mouse. While holding the mouse, if I hold shift, it does keep things in alignment, which is nice. So I'm just tapering the top, and I'm doing this to taste, meaning I'm not trying to measure, make it perfect, symmetrical. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Now what I want to do is maybe round the ends here of this spoon. So I'm going to select the two bottom anchor points, and then I can drag and click on those two rounding circles and round the end of the spoon like that. I'm just dragging it, right? So now I have kind of a handle shape, which I can use for my spoon. So I just click on it, move it over. Now, if I really do want to be OCD, I can select the two objects and then do my vertical alignment, which is funny. It's not quite right. It's off. Oh boy, that's because I eyeballed it. So I guess I got to eyeball it a little bit more just to get it to line up. Close enough. So now I need to merge them. Remember, these are two separate objects. If I select the two together, I can use that shape builder tool, drag across, and join them into one piece. Now I've got my spoon. Awesome. Now let's draw something a little bit more complex. The fork. Now, you know what I could have done if I was smart? I could have kept this handle I already drew and make a copy for the fork, but we'll draw it again. All right. Go over to my rectangle tool, draw the rectangle. This is going to become the head of my fork. And for now, maybe I'll just work on drawing the head of the fork, and then I'll worry about the handle after that's finished. Now, I need to round the corners a little bit. While the whole rectangle is selected, I can grab the rounding dial, and I can drag that in a little bit to round the dial. That's good. But now what I need to do is I need to draw some shapes to be able to punch holes in this rectangle. I need to put the cutouts so I can make the little prongs of the fork, right? So to do that, I will draw a rounded rectangle, narrow rounded rectangle like that, let's say. And I'm going to go ahead and color it red so it's really obvious what I've drawn. So I can take that object, and if you remember from previous lesson, I can duplicate this. So if I drag it, holding it with my selection tool, and then while dragging it, I press Option and Shift, and I let go of the mouse, it makes a copy. And if I immediately press Command D or Control D, I get 4 copies. Now, not quite the right size for my fork. What I'll do is go ahead and select them, scale them down a little bit, move them into position. Cool. That looks pretty dang good. Select all the pieces. Now I go back to Shape Builder tool. Shape Builder, my friend. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to remove these pieces. I have to be very careful not to click on the gray. I'm just deleting on the red. Holding Option or Alt, dragging down with the tool, cutting those pieces out of the underlying shape. Okay, now it's time, friends, to make my handle. So I'll start over here, draw that rectangle. Move to my direct selection tool. Grab one point, and drag it inward a little bit, make it narrow. Hold Shift to make it slide square. Narrow it down a little bit. Grab the bottom and round those corners a little bit. Now, if this handle by itself isn't quite big enough, I can always scale it up a little bit if I need to. Pretty good. Now I can select all these pieces. Shape Builder again. Drag across. Not pressing any extra button, just the mouse. Dragging through while it adds them together into one piece. Okay, so I've got my fork and my spoon. Kind of clunky, I know. We could spend more time sculpting and tweaking these shapes, but for now, what we're doing is getting the basics down. So let's draw the knife. We need that knife. So this time, I'm going to draw 2 rectangles. Well, start with one. Tall rectangle, narrow. This is going to become the blade. I'll go ahead and draw the blade first, then I'll worry about the handle. On this blade, I think what I need to do is I need to round the top corners separate from each other. So I'm going to click the corner and notice how there's only one rounding dial. That means I'm rounding just this one corner. So I'm just going to round it a little bit. Then I'm going to click on this other one, reveal that rounding corner, and round it more. See how that made that kind of slight curve and then longer curve? That's good. And if I wanted, I could click on this anchor point and move it even more. Now look at what that did. It kind of bent the shape a little bit. It's not quite the curve I wanted. Well, that's where I'm going to go ahead and tell you about these little anchor points in these handlebars. See these little blue dots? These blue dots control the amplitude or the curve, the scale of a curve. They're very subtle, and we'll get into them in the future. But if I stretch this one upward, you can kind of see it. It's adjusting that curve. I'm holding Shift so that I get it to go straight up and down. If I go like this, it makes a bulge. If I hold Shift, it keeps it straight and parallel. That's about what I want for that knife. All right. Now I can draw another rectangle for the handle. So I'll draw that little rectangle, round the ends. And I don't know, guys, is that what a knife looks like? A little bit. Maybe I'll make it a little bit taller. Select those two together, shape builder it up, boom, one piece. So now I've got a fork, a spoon, and a knife, and I didn't go to etiquette school, so I don't know how they get arranged, but there you go. Now you have silverware for your breakfast plate. Awesome. Let's move on to the next thing.